This is my breakfast of champions. A tablespoon of plain yogurt, tablespoon of chia seeds, tablespoon of psyllium fiber, 2 tablespoons of mixed together sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, flax seeds, all ground up, a bunch of raspberries, and water. Probably about half a cup of water all in there. Wait an hour or 2, and there's breakfast. One for today, one for tomorrow. Just come out to grab a little bit of mint from my water bottle today. There's Tucker behind me. Tilly's on the leash. And Charlie's doing Charlie. I think he's got pee on something. It's a beautiful day. Not too hot, not too sunny. It's not raining. It's a really great day to be outside, out and about. We're going through a teensy bit of drama in the house right now, which led to a sleepless night. We had one grad. We have 2 kids graduating this year, which is crazy and overwhelming. And if you've had a kid go through it, it's also really emotional. I did not realize how emotional I was going to be about that. I did not realize that, like, it's kind of the penultimate grieving for a parent, watching their child no longer being a child, and of course worrying about all the dumb decisions they're probably going to make or have already made. There's just a lot going on in your heart. But anyway, so the first grad was 2 weekends ago, and it was a whirlwind crazy adventure, and she looked amazing, and she smiled more than I've ever seen her smile. Her boyfriend has moved out, so he was there, and yeah, it was a beautiful affair. The next grad is in 2 weeks, and the first one is supposed to be there as to walk the second one down the aisle kind of thing, and forgot to take the time off work. So now she's scrambling to make sure that she can get the time off, and they're telling her no, and she's gone through the whole roster of everyone, and drama. Or as the kids say, no, Mom, it's drama. Anyway, potato, tomato. So that's what I lay awake thinking about last night. Like, oh, how can I make everybody happy? How can I fix this? Sometimes you can't. Sometimes they're 18 and 17 years old and they have to just sleep in the bed they've made. But I really don't want this event to be a disaster, because I could have maybe intervened. So fine line to walk there. Anyway, breathe. Don't forget to breathe. So once upon a time when I was young, I was complaining about how I didn't like to make supper because it was just so much work. And you know, you spend a whole day at work and then you don't want to come home and work some more. And I still occasionally feel that way, today being one of those days. But my uncle pointed out that some people like to come home and de-stress by cooking. And it made me think, weird. Those people are weird. But as the years marched on, I came to realize that one of my happy places is the kitchen. And creating in the kitchen is one of the ways that I feel more energized, de-stressed, and happier most of the time. So here I am at the end of a long day, peeling the skin off of almonds, and happily doing so. So how do you de-stress? What's your way to let it all go after a long day? So I got something cool in the mail today. It's not really knitting related. Or is it? Yeah, sometimes knitting can cause headaches. Anyway, these are some really cool essential oil rollers. There's pain release, which I use all the time on my hands. Anytime I feel a little bit of the Arthur creeping in, I use this. And at first I thought that was all load of hooey. But one time I tried it believing it wouldn't work, and it did work. So maybe it's not all a load of hooey. The peppermint halo, if you ever go into the sage store, they'll always roll this on your neck. And I almost always have a headache when I go in there. That's part of living in Alberta. The headaches are just part of the welcome wagon package. So it feels really amazing and cool. And then stress release, it's like a nasal inhaler. I've never used it before, but I'm sure I probably will. Especially when everyone's talking at once in the office. Tucker and I are just hanging out. That's the tool I've been using the most. Getting rid of some of his winter fur. Oh, gross. You can just grab it, pull it out. Yeah, do you like that? Does it feel good? Look at this wonky egg. It's kind of different. It happens sometimes. Do you see it? Do you see it? Right here. Oh, one corn. It's an absolutely beautiful evening, and I spent most of it outside getting filthy. So I'm gonna have a bath, which I'm also looking forward to. I'm gonna read my book. We'll talk more about that tomorrow because, yeah, it's a really good series and I'm almost finished. Which means I have to find something great to read next, but I also don't want it to end. Anyway, thanks for sticking around. And yeah, put a comment in the comments so that I know you're here. I do get to hear from some of you and it's lovely. I feel like I got my family and friends back. It's been too long. All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.